How are you today? It's Catherine Norland. Listen, trying not to show you my messy kitchen. Let me adjust this. Yes, I need to do the dishes. What can I say? Wanted to talk to you guys though about failure, and I want to answer your questions. Do some Q&A time. Hi, Prisha. So I ran across this poem. Hey, Jada. In this book called Poems with Power to Strengthen the Soul. Hey, Lily. Hey, Megan. Hey, KJ. Swasi, Richie. Hey, Madison. And I ran across this poem called Never Say Fail. And I know a lot of people are afraid of failure. And I've done videos. Hi, Nina. I've done videos on my YouTube channel before about failure. And a lot of times, and if you haven't watched that video, one of the main key points, Abrar, hi, how are you? Hi, CT. One of the key points on that was, yes, Madison, I am, that you cannot link failing at something to you being a failure. Thank you, Madison. Just because you fail at something doesn't make you a failure. Okay? Hold that thought. Timothy, your teacher just texted me and she said you're not paying attention in class. Can you please respond to her when she talks to you? I am not a big fan of this online learning. I can't wait till this COVID is gone and schools are open again. Can you please pay attention to class? Okay, so speaking of failure, in the past, I would have said, when my son doesn't do what he's supposed to do, that I'm a failure. Hey, Matthew. Hey, Harry. But no, I don't believe that anymore, because people make their own decisions and their own choices, and you could try to lead them the right way, and they still may not do what they're supposed to do. So, okay, let's not talk about hate, Lily. Let's be positive today. Okay. People are just doing what they think is going to be best for you. Hi, Verity. Hey, HQ girl. So never say fail. I ran across this poem, Never Say Fail, and I wanted to share it with you guys and talk to you a little bit about it. Talk to you about maybe what you feel like you failed at, or maybe what you're afraid to even attempt to do because you're worried you're going to fail. So it says, keep pushing. 'Tis wiser than sitting aside and dreaming and sighing and waiting the tide. So what does that mean? It's better to never say fail. It's better to just keep going, not sit around and waiting for the perfect conditions. That's what it means by waiting for the tide. You know, people don't want to put their boat into the ocean and go to the destination and go where they want them to go because, oh, Jennifer Eli's in daycare right now, so I can't show you him. Waiting for the tide, waiting for the ocean not to be rocky anymore. They don't want to put their boat out to sail because they're afraid of the storm. Hey, Yamith, am I saying your name right? Yamelith? So better to get out in the ocean, even if the water's rough. Don't worry about failure. Failure should not even be a thought in your mind when you start something. You need to start what's in your heart. You need to go for your passions and not even say the word fail, not even think about it. It says, in life's earnest battle, they only prevail who daily march onward and never say fail. Are you guys doing that? Are you, no matter what comes at you, what people say about you, are you marching onwards even though it's a battle going on? It's not going to be easy. Going to achieve your dreams or whatever you want to get to in life, whatever that looks like for you, it's not going to be easy, but you can't worry about failure either. You have to keep marching onward with an eye ever open. So you're looking around, you're surveying what's happening, and a tongue that's not dumb. That means when you see something happening, you need to speak up about it. You should not be silent when something is going on that you could make a difference in and you could do something about. And a heart that will never to sorrow succumb. I'm going to read those two lines again. With an eye ever open and a tongue that's not dumb and a heart that will never to sorrow succumb. Do you know what that means? Hey, Jonathan. Hey, Raul. It's okay if you're moving slow, but you're moving. That's the point. And it's okay to have sorrow. It's okay to have sadness. It's okay to let life get you down sometimes. It's okay to have moments where you're weeping. And guys, I will answer all of your questions when I'm done sharing this little poem with you. So bear with me because I feel like this will help you. And then pound me with questions and I will answer them all right? So, never to sorrow succumb. That means, thank you, Nina. You can be sad, but you can't let the sadness have you. You can have sadness, but if it has you, you will get down, you will get depressed, you will feel like this heavy weight is on you and you won't want to move. You won't do what you're supposed to do because you're just weighed down. And so sad stuff is going to happen, bad stuff is going to happen, yes. But pushing through it, never say fail, no matter what tragedies, people you love may die. People may betray you. People may cheat on you. People may swindle you and steal your money. But you can't let that stop you. Bad stuff's going to happen all along the way. And when you see the people that reach success, you see the people at the top, it's not that nothing bad happened to them along the way. It's not that they never had any adversity. It's that they kept going despite what happened. They didn't let it keep them down. They didn't let it keep them depressed. They marched on. It says, you'll battle and conquer though thousands assail. Okay, you're going to fight and you're going to win. Even if thousands of people come against you, how strong and how mighty, who never say fail. Never say fail, because then you will battle and conquer no matter who comes against you, because you won't take what is done to you as a means of making you stop. In life's rosy morning and manhood's firm pride, let this be the motto, your footsteps to guide. In storm and in sunshine, whatever assail, we'll onward and conquer and never say fail. Keep going. Keep going through the storm. Yeah. Keep going through the sunshine. Yeah. Whatever comes to attack you, you will conquer and you will move onward if you never say fail. Megan says she prays regularly. That was the poem. Okay. Someone just said in my school they say, I missed it. Something about failing and flying. I have a IGTD of school. Nice. Okay. Sometimes failing in something is heartbreak. It can be if you let it be. That's the thing. You don't have to let it mean heartbreak. If you look at it from a different perspective and don't let your heartstrings be attached to failure. See, if you keep it as a separate thing, it only breaks your heart is if you're failing. If you make it mean that you yourself are a failure. But if you can separate, look, I tried this thing and it didn't work. It failed, but I'm not a failure. I can try other things and those other things might work. Then you don't get the heartbreak. Then you're like Edison, who did he invent the light bulb or electricity? He failed, gosh, some say over 1,000 times before he got that light bulb to work. What if he had heartbreak after the 10th failure? Would we all be living in the dark right now? Let me turn off this light. We'd all be I still have one light on. So he kept going. He didn't let the failure make him think he was a failure. It's separate. He tried some things and it didn't work, so he kept trying other things that worked. Okay, Prisha asked, do you like working for Dhar Mann? I love working for Dhar Mann. You know, I don't know if you guys know the TV show Alias. That was like my dream role. Jennifer Garner got to play all these different characters on this one TV show. And you know, normally an actor, she'll get typecast and she'll keep playing, like, if she looks a certain way, she'll play these dumb bimbo-y types. Or if a guy looks really rough, he'll play these bad guy types. But when I really was like, oh, that would be my dream to be on like a show like A-List where I could play all these different characters with all these different looks. I just kind of, I feel like Dhar Mann was my like alias. Like I get to play all these different roles, all these different characters, all these different types. They never once asked me to look completely different, to wear wigs, to do this. None of that. I did that on my own because I was using the Dhar Mann vehicle as fulfilling my passion and my dream of me wanting to play all these different characters, just to kind of show I could have that range and do that. No, I haven't seen Dhar Mann's house. Well, I mean, I've seen whatever he's shown on his Instagram or whatever. Verity, why do I feel bad in my life? Well, I can't answer that question for you. You have to be able to articulate why you feel bad in life. Why? So give me a little extra hint. Sorry you're on lockdown, Lily. I think a lot of us are still on lockdown. Some restaurants finally opened a couple days ago for outdoor seating, at least here in California. I know in Texas, where my girlfriend lives, they are open even indoors for smaller capacity. Okay, my younger sister wants to know if you're wearing contacts. No, today I'm not wearing contacts. Sometimes I'll wear them for a character if I want my eyes to match, but I was born with 2 different colored eyes. Oh yes, the book I was reading from, I've probably read 3 to you guys from this book. It's an old book, Poems with Power to Strengthen the Soul. Okay, oh, I understand, Lily. You feel lonely, you don't have any friends. A lot of people are going through that and feel like that. And it's not helping us being trapped at home and not being able to get out and meet people, make friends. Verity, could you get on some groups online, like social groups? Back in the day, I don't know if they still have them. They used to have something called chat rooms where people could talk to each other. Now there's a lot of like Facebook groups. You can find people. Oh, see, Jonathan relates to you, the autistic Rev. He said he doesn't have any friends either. And you guys, I want you guys in my community. I want you guys in my community to make friends with each other, to be there and support each other, to be uplifting each other, because it's so missing in life. I mean, a lot of times people who even say they're your friends don't have your back and aren't always there for you, or there's a lot of fake friends, and oh, see, Matthew says he relates to you as well, Verity. So you've got a lot of people on here that feel like they're alone. Winnie says the same thing. So a lot of you guys feel like you're alone. And you know what? When I used to struggle in the past with depression, and I know what it's like to cry myself to sleep at night thinking nobody would want to be my friend. It's a lonely place to be. And even sadder when you're surrounded by people, but you still feel alone. You could be in a room full of people and think, nobody cares about me. I'm not like anybody else. Nobody can relate to me. I don't fit in. And you know what? It makes you want to just throw in the towel and quit. Somebody just said, never give up. That's true. Never say fail. Never give up. Raul is telling you, Verity, be your own best friend. Be a best friend to yourself. Sit in front of the mirror and appreciate yourself. I have to tell you, that's an exercise I did when I had really low self-esteem issues. One of my mentors had me stand in front of the mirror every day and say to the mirror, I love you. You can't be friends with other people if you're not friends with yourself. You have to love yourself first before you can love other people. Okay? So what does that look like for you? What can you do to love yourself more? If you're familiar with David in the Bible, and Winnie said it's okay to feel lonely. She feels lonely. Oh, I misread that. And have no one to talk to. Guys, I can't be there for everyone, but I try to do the best I can to try to answer my messages, but I'm inundated sometimes with messages. So getting on here and answering your questions is, You know, sometimes the best that I can do with all my other family obligations and all my career aspirations. And Nina, you're right. You said God is with us. That's the thing. God will never leave you or forsake you. He is a friend that sticks closer than a brother. So people in your life may leave you. Your own family may leave you. They may reject you and not love you, but God never will. And you have to start loving yourself, being kind to yourself, and being your own best friend. And like, you know, if you're, Verity, if you're reading the comments right now, you can see a lot of people are cheering you on. They're letting you know you're not alone. They're giving you feedback. They're sending love. And just know you're not alone. None of you guys are alone, no matter what you're dealing with. March 4, you can be. You can be. Just keep trying. Keep reaching out. Keep reaching out to God. You know what? Just tell God what you're going through. Just prayer doesn't have to be some complicated thing where you're saying all the right words and it's this stuff from a book and you got to get the words right. Prayer is communion. It's fellowship. It's just talking like you and I are talking right now. You don't have to have the right words to say. You can just say, God, help me. God, I feel so alone right now. Please fill my heart. Give me hope. Give me a reason to go on, and you will feel it. You know what? Even if your birth parents don't love you, even if everybody else rejects you, there is a purpose for you. There is a reason you're here. And God loves you with an everlasting love, and He will never give up on you, okay? So just know that you are loved. Even this community right here, you can see everyone is sending messages of love to you. So just know that even if you don't have somebody there physically to give you a hug, we're all here giving you virtual hugs and letting you know you are not alone, okay? It's okay. It's okay to not feel okay sometimes. But you know what? You can't stay there. You can't stay in that place. Yeah, sometimes life sucks. Like this says, like, sometimes everyone's going to leave you, but never say fail. Never give up on yourself, okay? Life is too precious, and you are too precious. Do you know, if God had a mirror, Verity, your picture would be on it. Every one of you. He knows the hairs on your head. He knows the gas in your tank. He knows the tread on your tires. He knows everything about you. Okay, so just take heart and know you are not alone. We're all here for you. And failure. You're not a failure. None of you are a failure, no matter how many times you have failed at something, no matter how many businesses you've started and failed, no matter how many relationships you've started and failed. Okay. Oh, good for you, Megan. She got baptized last year. Okay, everyone's telling me to stop crying. I'm going to stop crying. I just, sometimes I feel for people because I've been in that place and I know what that feels like. Never say fail. The unique person. A lot of us fail, and you know what? If you don't, that means you're not really trying anything. Those who go out and try the most fail the most.
Ow, is this a YouTube live stream? Because I hurt myself.
No, I'm sorry you hurt yourself. Mwah. So
Bye.
good to see you. Bye. Okay, bye, Timmy. Winnie wants to know if I can read some Bible verses. I don't have my Bible on me, but I've been quoting several. Those of you who know the scriptures will know which ones I've been quoting. So, it's okay, Verity. Megan, people said hi, Timmy. So, okay, what are your questions? Many people at my school believe they are a failure. Oh, that went too fast. Sorry, I missed it. God loves you with a love that's deeper than humans. And you know what? It's not contingent. It's not, okay, Winnie doesn't know how to find verses. So go to Google or whatever browser you use, and then whatever you're going through, type in the word. Scriptures on failure, scriptures on worry, scriptures on loneliness, whatever it is, use your browser And that will help you find, because sometimes if you've got the Bible, you don't know where to look in it. There's 66 books in here, and it's a lot. So if there's a specific thing you're wanting to look for, you can just go on Google and find it. There's also something called the Topical Bible, where things are organized by topics, and usually in the back there'll be like an index, so you can look up pride or hurt or whatever you're looking for, loneliness, and then it will tell you where to find all the different verses. So don't worry, Avengers, I will have this transcribed. He just let me know he's deaf. I'll have this transcribed, and I'll have a CC of this probably in the next day or two up so you can read it. Hopefully you were able to read my lips letting you know. Avengers Endgame, this will be closed captioned within 2 days. Okay, thank you. All right, so hopefully he was able to read my lips on that. Am I in the next Starman video? Probably not the next one coming out, but I am shooting one next week. I don't know when that will be released, but I will shoot one next week. Someone said we are blessed with the internet to be able to find the answers. So Verity, your thing went by too fast. You said something about your birth parents. I couldn't read it. I think you might have said, can you tell me why my birth parents don't love me? Am I right on that? Richie, sports. What sports? I was a gymnast, and the last couple of years I've been doing wrestling, but that stopped. That stopped when COVID. Can't go to the gyms. So I stopped wrestling. So Verity, why do your parents not love you? That can't be explained. Some people just aren't great parents, and it's sad.